This special edition of Misquote Monday shares frequent flyers that I've previously posted. That is, quotes not by Lewis that are frequently seen flying all over social media. Did C.S. Lewis really say? The homemaker has the ultimate career. All other careers exist for one purpose only, and that is to support the ultimate career. Lewis wrote many profound statements on a variety of topics. However, these words are not among them. But he did pen a similar statement back in 1955 in a letter to Mrs. Johnson. The following is a condensed version. A housewife's work is surely in reality the most important work in the world. Your job is the one for which all others exist. As best as I can determine, someone was imperfectly recalling this statement, which is actually a lot longer. I'll read just part of it. I think I can understand that feeling about a housewife's work being like that of Sisyphus, who was the stone-rolling gentleman. But it is surely in reality the most important work in the world. What do ships, railways, mines, cars, government, etc. Did C.S. Lewis really say, "Don't shine so others can see you, shine so that through you others can see him"? Have you ever read something and thought, that sounds like it's from the Bible? That's certainly true of this verse. Quote attributed to Lewis. After all, Matthew 5:16 says, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." But if you didn't know your Bible and found this expression somewhere, you'd likely think someone famous wrote it. My research found several locations citing the source as unknown. But then in 2014, Lewis's name became associated with it online. While Lewis mentions luminosity creatively in a couple of places, in Letters to Malcolm, he quotes part of the verse from Matthew 5. Here's a quick look. Did C.S. Lewis really say, "Do not let your happiness depend on something you may lose"? Writers need to be careful about giving examples of what they do not agree with. If someone isn't carefully reading what's written, then the reader might falsely think you are agreeing with some notion. That's the case with this quotation. It's found in the final chapter of The Four Loves, but it's a sentiment Lewis does not agree with. Interestingly, this is Lewis's summary of a conclusion St. Augustine made in his Confessions. Lewis is addressing whether a person should risk giving their heart to another because of the potential of the pain of losing them. Lewis paraphrases St. Augustine as suggesting one should not give their heart to anything but God. Lewis disagrees, warning, who could conceivably begin to love God because the security, so to speak, is better? Finally, here's a quote more specifically addressing happiness that people should be sharing. Did C.S. Lewis really say, "One of the most cowardly things ordinary people do is to shut their eyes to facts"? Everybody repeat after me. It is important to consider the context of a quote. One of my Facebook friends even created a meme to help you remember this. Thanks, David Jack. This quotation is in one of Lewis's books, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, a work of fiction. It's actually a diary entry from Eustace, and he credits it as a statement made by Harold, Eustace's father, whom he always called by his first name. While you could read into the quote that whoever is not agreeing with you is ignoring the facts, calling someone a coward is very unlike what the real Lewis would do. Additionally, if you've read Lewis, then you know the use of ordinary in this quote is not at all like how he would use it. He wrote, "There are no ordinary people."